Men were arrested for twerking. And I don't want to live in a country where men can't twerk.
Twerking spreads happiness, so I'm not quite sure why we're trying to put a damper on that.
There is a reason they got arrested, but I think a little heavy-handed. We do have our official attorney, Lisa Lanier, on the phone. Good morning, Lisa.
Hi, Lisa.
Hey, good morning.
Were they pantsless? Is that the problem?
No, they were. I mean, it's really kind of odd that they were, they arrested them. I mean, it seems a little like overkill for sure. But yeah. I mean, one of them had an outstanding warrant for vandalism. So I mean that sort of explained why he was arrested. But the others, I mean, it's a traffic offense. You know what I mean? It's like
what's the setting of this? They were twerking where and
so
when?
They pulled up to an intersection. They jumped out of the car and they just started dancing. And one jumped on the hood of the car, and they were just going crazy, dancing, twerking, and they were arrested for obstruction of traffic.
This is excessive,
right?
Wow.
It is very excessive.
It seems crazy. I mean, it seems crazy. I don't get it. I mean, this is one of those things that you're just like, what was the police officer in a bad mood that day or something?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, it just seemed like they were having fun. But I mean, I guess, I don't know how long it went on. That's really, that's not really been identified in any of the news stories that I could tell. So, it seemed very excessive. But, who knows? I don't know.
Were they trying to, we see a lot of TikToks that go viral for, impromptu dancing, or like somebody will in the middle of I just had a video the other day of a guy in the middle of kind of like a prolific park, where in the middle of several basketball games that were going on at the same time, he was being filmed doing his Michael Jackson dance. And so were they like doing some sort of TikTok, or were they?
I mean, presumably, and the crazy thing is that it's not a misdemeanor. It's under this kind of anti-rioting law. And so, I mean, it can be as low as like a $50 fine, or it can be elevated to a felony and punishable by up to 2 years in prison. So there's a misdemeanor version and a felony version, and I'm not sure. I mean, surely they're doing the misdemeanor version here, but it sounded like they were treating this like like some of these laws that are aimed at rioting and looting and protesting. Mm-hmm. That's kind of what it sounded like they were charging them under. But I think they were just doing it for fun. I mean, one of them looked like from a picture I saw, like maybe he had a colorful wig on. I mean, they were just being crazy. I think maybe doing a video.
Yeah,
like Myrtle Beach during like Bike Week.
Mm-hmm.
And people are like on their cars going down Kings Highway. I mean, they're going slow, and they're twerking on top of the car. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I think it's the greatest people watching ever. And I would hope I would be upset if they got arrested. Don't ruin my free entertainment.
Yeah. Sounds like they can't do it anymore. What? In what state was this?
So this happened in Tennessee, in Memphis.
Tennessee doesn't know a good time when they see it.
And Memphis has a huge crime problem. Is this the problem here? The twerking?
I guess.
Yeah. But I mean, if they're twerking, right, I get that if they're blocking traffic, and maybe what the details we don't know that has been left out is like, were they doing this for a half hour blocking traffic, or they just did this as something funny? Because honestly, even if it is breaking the law and blocking traffic for a second, it's just funny and fun. They're not harming anybody. Right. And they get back in. I don't see an arrest for this and all. Maybe, and if there's something, was there an argument after? Was something? Were they not listening to police when they were saying "get down, please get in"? That might be different. But just based on twerking, that's just like, we're human beings, just lighthearted. We're doing.
It's a lot of work, a lot of paperwork, a lot of processing, a lot of extra. Things.
Well, and more important is like they're going to be have this charge on their record over something that's really not hurting anyone.
It is as easy as saying, "Hey, move along." Oh, okay.
If
solve the problem,
unless they refuse and it was an hour of twerking, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think they got resisting arrest.
And the article made it sound like they pretty quickly arrested them. I mean, they talked about how they jumped out of the car, and drivers around them were baffled, and the police came and said, "You're blocking the intersection with your dancing." I mean, it just sounded crazy.
I know when I was at spring break in Myrtle Beach in high school, I had friends that got arrested because their music was too loud on the strip. And it wasn't like they got a warning. was like a money grab. I think they've kind of calmed that down
Well,
because it's like
the reason for
tourism.
that was because there was so many complaints about the restaurants and everything else. You would have these cars, and I think they have this in Greenville, South Carolina. If your car is too loud, I guess they have those muffler type cars where it's like.
I hate those. Right away, I know you have a small wiener.
Or no wiener at
When
all.
you're sitting on the side of on the main street, like in Greenville, South Carolina, it's as nice as anything, and you're trying to eat a meal, and all you hear is that over and over again. That was the same type of situation with the loud music. It was very distracting, and they wanted to calm that down and make sure the city prospered by bringing more people there. They weren't having a pleasant time. But so that's what the same thing with the Myrtle Beach thing was. But it's just like, I mean, I don't know. It's
a warning would have sufficed.
Yes.
A warning. And
I guess it's happening so much.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It just doesn't even have to be an official warning.
Why not just a ticket?
Move.
Why not just a ticket?
Yeah, I do think it has happened a number of times. I mean, I think for whatever reason, this thing is, it's kind of caught on in Memphis, because there was a story a couple of years ago where some people did this, and one of the women got her foot run over by a car trying to get around them. And they've been doing it off of like twerking over, like up at the edge of an interstate overpass bridge.
Yeah,
and,
it could be dangerous.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I guess, it's so maybe they're just trying to make an example out of these guys. But
I don't like it.
I don't either. Now, Lisa, to make your day and others listening, Katie, about 10 years ago, did a twerking tutorial.
Oh, God.
And she went all around the office, all around the building, all around the station, I think outside. I think you're twerking on the streets. Luckily, you didn't get arrested.
Luckily,
Yeah.
if we lived in Tennessee, I'd be behind bars still.
Well, the good news is I don't think you can do it anymore.
No. The good news is I never could. I could never twerk.
It's a funny video. It's on our YouTube channel, Jared and Katie in the Morning. Just putting
Forgot about that.
Katie's.
what's that expression about those who can't do can teach? So,
Yeah. I shouldn't have been doing any of it, Lisa.
Well, Lisa, you're great. I know you went to law school, so you can talk about twerking with us, and but we appreciate you. If you're ever injured on the job, contact her right away at hireaheavyweight.com, top 100 attorney in the country.